YouTube channel. I'm Trevor, and this is Tanner Friedley. He is the guy behind Fuzion Donuts and homemade, fresh delivered donuts in Edmonton. And it's a new concept to us. I mean, the delivery thing isn't a new concept, but in Edmonton, delivering fresh handmade donuts is quite new, and it's gonna, change how you get your desserts in 2021, 2022. So today we're going to be talking about the 15 best bakeries in Canada, according to Google, right?
Google.
According to Google, the 15 best bakeries in Canada. And we have a quote from George Washington: "Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages." Good quote. I like it. Yeah. Perseverance and spirit. That's what it takes to start a donut delivery business in Edmonton. Quick statistic or fact for you. Among Americans of German descent, jelly donuts have long been thought to bring good luck to those who eat them on New Year's Eve. Okay, all right. So we're going to get right into it. So the number one on the list, and these are no particular order, but they're the top bakeries in Canada. Number one, Crust Bakery in Victoria. So what have you found out about Crust Bakery in Victoria?
Yeah, so they're a shop. They do all their baked goods made by hand on site. So quality ingredients. So their pastries are what their specialty are, and so that's what draws the crowd. So it's one of those things you got to line up early, else they're going to be sold out. So if you want to try those guys, get up early in the morning, get in the line, and you can have some fresh pastries.
Yeah, though that's one thing that we're trying to tackle with Fuzion Donuts is avoiding the sellout.
Avoid the sellout.
So you can have multiple batches throughout the day, so you can get, freshly made donuts delivered to your door.
Yeah.
As opposed to, we only made 14 dozen of those and they're all sold out. Come try next day.
Try again later.
Yeah, try again tomorrow. So that's a new concept with Fuzion Donuts, and I think it's a great idea. I think it's gonna catch on. So
hopefully.
Get some. Number two, Boku Bakery and Cafe in Vancouver. So tell us a little bit about Boku. Obviously, it must be French.
Yeah,
right?
The name states that. They're French, and what do you know when you have a French bakery? Croissants. That's one of their specialties. So they have one that's one of the most popular ones. It's filled with honey and almond frangipane, fresh banana slices topped with a rye crunch. So there's a bit going on there. So I think it's one of those twice baked. So they use it, they cut it in half, fill it, and top it. So it's it's more like a super dessert than just having your normal croissant, which they have as well.
Well, it sounds really good. I definitely want to stop by there and give it a try. But I bet they don't deliver it to your house, do they?
They do not, unless if you order 2 days in advance and you got something lined up or something crazy like that. That seems to be the way it goes. Order in advance, order 2 days ahead. We can do something. You can come pick it up, or we maybe arrange delivery. It's nothing convenient.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go to number three on the list. This one is a local favorite, Duchess Bake Shop. I've had lots of stuff from Duchess before, and they are really good. So, tell us what you found.
Yeah, well, the Duchess Bake Shop. So they're like the first ones, that kind of brought that French style bakery to Edmonton. So, yeah, they've been around for quite a while, win lots of awards. I think a lot of people know that bake shop, and yeah, it's really good. The meringues and the cookies and kind of, I don't know, I haven't really had anything bad from there. So
no, haven't had a bad thing from there. I'm not a baked goods guy or a sweets guy, but I like their madeleines, which are wonderful, and the ginger cookies. They're soft and just amazing. So good. Okay, so the next one on the list we have is Manuel Latrouille in Calgary. Manuel Latrouille. Okay.
So it's been open a little over 20 years now. So this is an award-winning chef. He won some awards internationally, and one was the International Patisserie Grand Prix. That's a really prestigious award in the pastry world.
Okay.
So he set up his shop in he came from Belgium. He set it up in Calgary, and that's what he does. So it's a French kind of high end, you know, French style, fancy desserts. Yeah, I'm sure it's really good. He wins awards. I'm gonna have to check that one out next time in Calgary for sure.
For sure. They probably have desserts with gold leaf on them.
Yeah, right? Something like you're using tweezers to place the final elements.
Yeah, here's the dessert. You feel like you're royalty. Oh, this is amazing. So definitely you should check it out. The next one on our list is Christys 2 Secondo in Saskatoon.
Yeah, Saskatoon. Interesting name for Saskatoon. So they have a wide variety of sweet and savory. So they give you like pizza, cinnamon buns, artisan breads. They have a wider selection, more on the dough side. And yeah, it's just a wide selection of sweet and savory. Kind of neat, more kind of almost like a cafe, I guess you would say, with their selection of products. So yeah, they popular in Saskatoon. Check it out if you're through that area.
Yeah, if you're going through Saskatoon, I mean, I don't know many people who go through Saskatoon. I
usually fly over Saskatoon. I'm driving.
Yes, I've been to Saskatoon maybe a handful of times in my life, and we didn't really stay. We just kind of drove through it on the way to Winnipeg or something else. So sorry, Saskatoon. I'm not hating on you, but it's just not a tourist destination. But hey, if you live there, go to Christys. I'm not sure if it's Christys Il Secondo or 2. Sorry, you know how things work out on typesetting. So sorry if we've butchered your name, but in Saskatoon, check it out. The next one here is in Winnipeg, the Thaw Bakery.
Thaw Bakery.
The Thaw, I'm sure because it's Winterpeg, right?
That's right.
So tell us a little about the Thaw.
So they say they're a fusion style bakery, kind of.
But they're not Fuzion Donuts.
No way. They're they're located in the Fort Garry neighborhood. So it's a neighborhood kind of like 124th Street here in Edmonton. A little trendy area. There's some cool shops and stuff there. And again, you see the I guess the French classic techniques, the French style bakery. They seem to be quite popular. Like if you're looking for the most popular bakery in a city, because this is another one of those French ones that uses those techniques, croissants and the many different variations of the croissant dough. So they're another French one in the trendy area. If you're in Winnipeg, you probably went by there. I'm sure lots of people go down. If you're in Winnipeg, that's a popular area. You've probably heard of them. If you're just visiting, check it out. They're well known.
Yeah, and you know, it's not a surprise that French, you know, bakeries are probably the most popular ones because, you know, they're really, really good at it, making the pastries and so forth. I think French, Belgian, and probably German would be probably your top pastry making countries, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, pastries have been around for so long, and of course Europe's much older than here, so you're not going to get a North American bakery or like pastry that all came from Europe. So you're French or you're Belgium or you're German, just there's nothing really new, right? So but donuts, North America is the most popular place to get donuts, and that's, I guess, the North American bakery. So
absolutely, and the best place to get them in Edmonton, delivered handmade donuts to your door, is at Fuzion Bakery. That's the place. Fuzion Donuts, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the next one here coming up, Babette and Belle. It sounds like another French pastry restaurant in Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, so these guys, they might easily be one of the prettiest bakeries. They got a fancy kind of French style interior of their shop. They got 2 locations too, which is Toronto's a bigger place, so you can branch out. They have 2 locations, and you're going to get the French stuff: macarons, towered wedding cakes, sugar dusted pastries. So yeah, they're fancy stuff. They have a couple locations, so it's easier to get to when you're in Toronto. And you want some good French style pastries, check them out. Babette and Belle.
Another French one in Toronto. Millie Patisserie in Toronto. That's another one on our list.
Yeah, delicate pastries, French techniques. But the cool thing is they use Japanese flavors and methods. So this is actually, I would have to say, along the list, something that is more unique. You know, not only is it a really good French but they're infusing it with something unique, but there's a Japanese flavor. So
Neat.
I would have to say, if I was in Toronto and I had to choose between the two, I'm going to go here just because it's something I've never had. I mean, you had macarons and croissants, and you've had these things. Maybe they make it a little bit better, but this is cool. You know, it's something different, unique with the Japanese flavors.
Yeah, I'd be interested to find out what those flavors are, because you know they have different fruits and things in Japan that they don't really have here. And it'd be really cool to find out
It'd be
what
neat.
those are.
Yeah, and they're well known. The lady that runs that, she's really, comes up with some really interesting and unique flavors. So yeah, definitely I think was one to check out if you're in Toronto.
Yeah. And I think, just for fun, they should do one wasabi bomb.
Oh man,
just
the prank
just
piece.
to mess with people, right?
Yeah, geez.
Yeah. Here's a batch of 6 croissants, and one's a wasabi bomb.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one on our list is Roselle Desserts in Toronto. So again, it sounds like another French-inspired bakery.
Yes,
Tell us a
sir.
little bit about that. I mean, Toronto must love all the French-style pastries.
Well, I guess they do. There's enough for different shops. They're French style. Friday and Saturday nights they got their pipe to order desserts. So it's kind of something you do like Friday night or Saturday night. You go down there and they kind of make it as you want it, like a crate. Oh, I want this flavor, that flavor. You can kind of make it as like a different thing. So like a blood orange pavlova or a whipped chocolate millefeuille. So yeah, some cool stuff. It's something unique, like you say, like when you're opening up a French bakery, how do you make yourself different? Japanese flavors, or do something different than the other people, and that's what they've done. So it's made them popular. They're on the list for a reason, I guess.
Yep, they're on the list. So we're telling you here first. And soon to be on the list of Canada's best places to get some stuff is Fuzion Donuts, because handmade, fresh delivered. Handmade, fresh delivered donuts in Edmonton. Can you imagine? And the goal in the next 10 years is to have one in every major city.
Every major city, we're coming.
We're coming. We're gonna have a place where you can order your donuts and have them delivered in around a half an hour.
That's right.
That's the goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the next one, this one sounds a little bit different, a little bit less French.
Yeah.
Three Tarts in Ottawa.
Yeah, the Three Tarts, downtown Ottawa. Have you ever been to Ottawa?
I have not.
They got a cool area. It's called the Market. Just you can walk to it from downtown. It's a really cool area, and they got all these bars, and they have a farmers market, and then they have bakeries. So this is the one that's down there, the Three Tarts. So it's been around for 20 years. So they're wholesome ingredients. So they have decorated shortbreads, and I believe this is the place that when Barack Obama came, he came to this place. So they have pictures on the walls with Barack Obama in there. But yeah, they have a lot of stuff. They're known for their sugar cookies, and then they have. I've been in there. I've ate at this place. They have a lot of different stuff. So yeah, it's a cool spot. Not French. It's more just a kind of a North American bakery, cookies and pies and stuff like that.
More traditional type of things.
Yeah.
Less. I guess it all kind of spawns from European descent, anyways.
Somewhere along the way.
All good stuff. So now another one. Surprise, surprise! French bakery in Montreal. Patisserie rhubarb.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this one.
So they try to do the same thing as take the classics and then spin them with different flavors and techniques to make them a little bit unique to them. So they're doing the French stuff, but with a twist. So they'll have some unique flavors, they'll have some unique maybe designs or way to present it. And yeah, they're pretty popular there. So French style patisserie in Montreal, check them out.
Not shocking. Not shocking. I'm surprised there's only one on the list.
That's surprising. Montreal's a big city, so.
Yeah, massive city. Been around for a long time. So the next one here is from Nova Scotia, Wolfville, Nova Scotia. It's Slow Dough Pastries and Cafe. This sounds a little bit more homey and Canadian style. So tell us a little bit.
Yeah, the cafe style. So they go all butter. They put that out there that everything they use is butter, pastries. They do sandwiches, slow proof breads. So yeah, they have a bit of mix of everything because it's a cafe, so you can go there for lunch or you know, get your soup and sandwich, or get a dessert, or sometimes probably a cinnamon bun to go along with it for dessert. So yeah, it's on the East Coast, popular place, hang out.
Give it a try if you're in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. Now another one for Nova Scotia, the old Apothecary Bakery and Cafe in Halifax. Halifax, Nova Scotia, another older city way over on the eastern side of Canada. Tell us a little bit about the old Apothecary.
Yeah, so I think the you know, with the weather that they have on the East Coast, it's maybe like that kind of cafe feel, because you go inside, you want to get warmed up if it's snowing or raining or whatever. So
have some chowder.
Yeah. So this is kind of a place like that too. They have breads and pastries and desserts. So you can come in there, you can have lunch, you can get your dessert, have a coffee, relax, and yeah, they make good stuff all from scratch, real butter. So yeah.
I wonder if they make a potato and bacon soup. That would be amazing. Potato, bacon soup with fresh pastry. Man, that would be fantastic.
That's good.
Or lobster bisque. I'm sure they serve something like that, because it's all right there. They're right on the coast. I'm sure right on the Atlantic. They can get some fresh seafood and make something amazing. But hey, I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. The old Apothecary, check it out in old Halifax. The next one here we have in St. John's. Now, is this in, I can't remember which is which. There's a St. John and a St. John's. One is in New Brunswick and the other one is in Newfoundland.
St. John's is Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, St. John's, Newfoundland.
Rocket Bakery, yeah. So this one I've had the fortune of, I've been to this one as well, and it's cool, yeah. So it's in this old building, and so on the first floor there's a 3-story building. So on the first floor, it's the dine and takeout area. So it is a cafe style. So on the first floor you order, and then you can eat. And then the second floor, that's where they do like meetings, or kind of like like a space that you can rent out or whatever. So anyway, yeah, cool space, really popular. The Rocket Bakery, they have their large portions of stuff that they serve. So cinnamon buns or their sandwiches or whatever. It's really popular. Whenever I've been there, it's pretty busy. So
neat. Well, that sounds great. If I ever get to the Rock, if I ever get to the Rock, I'll check it out. Haven't been there yet, and I've been alive for a while, so hopefully I'll be able to check it out soon. The next one, it's right, our neighbors to the north in Whitehorse, Yukon, the Blackbird Bakery.
Blackbird Bakery. I believe I've been to this one. I've been to Whitehorse once, walking around, and of course everywhere I go, I'm checking out where's the bakery. I believe this is the place I went. They had a kind of like a cafe style. So they have, they're known for their sticky buns, really gooey sticky buns. That's kind of what they're known for on the sweet side. Yeah. So anyway, it's a cool city, Whitehorse. You know, if you're ever up there, you gotta stay warm most likely, so you get out of the cold and go in there for an hour or something and have a lunch and try their sticky buns.
Nice. So that's it. That's 15 of the top bakeries in Canada, according to Google, of course. And of course, we don't want to offend anyone. They weren't in no particular order. But hey, there's a lot of variety. This country is huge, and there's a lot of different people and places to see. So check them out. But also, you should never ever stop checking out Fuzion Donuts in Edmonton. If you're here in town, even if you're just visiting and you're at a hotel or something, you can get them delivered to your hotel.
Wherever you are,
we can get them delivered to you, hand fresh delivered. All right. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.